Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Ashlyn the Eclectic Book Witch, and today I wanted to do a fun book tag that I saw Spooky Little Book Nerd do over on her channel, and I just thought it'd be fun to kind of do as like a check-in from the beginning of the year to now to see where I am with my reading goals and stuff. So this is the quarter year crisis book tag for 2024, and it was created by E.D. Lewis. And the first question is, how many books have you read so far? So far I have read 19, which is a little less than where I would prefer it to be because my reading goal is 80 books this year. But I'm slowly but surely getting there, and I have a feeling now that the warmer months are here that I will be getting a lot more reading done, hopefully, fingers crossed. Question number 2, have you already found a book you might think will be a 2024 favorite? Hi Zelda. So for this question, 2 books immediately popped into my head, and I'm going to mention them both because they are both for sure so far my top favorites of this year. Hi. The first one I read this year was The Honey Witch, and I read it through NetGalley, and it's actually just released this month within the last couple of days. And this one is described as kind of like a Bridgerton romance with fantasy elements, and it's just such a magical book that I highly recommend it. And it's I can't rave enough about this book. It's just chef's kiss. I can't tell you how much I love this book. There are no words. And then the second book that is tied for my favorite this year so far is called Under the Surface. This one I just finished reading not that long ago, also through NetGalley. And after I read both of these books, I pre-ordered them for the physical copy. This one is not out until August of this year, but you're following, it's a dual point of view, and you're following Ruby and Sean, who are both on a class trip with their French class to Paris. And Ruby is an up-and-coming aspiring YouTuber. She has this YouTube channel where she wants to create videos about traveling, and traveling to places that she probably shouldn't go to. And of course in Paris, the one place that she wants to go to is to the catacombs. So she ends up getting lost down there, and while she is lost in the catacombs, Sean is above ground trying to figure out where she went because she disappeared mysteriously. And it's a wild ride of a book, and again, I highly recommend reading this one. Pre-order is available if you want to check out Diana Urban's Instagram. She has a lot of information there about it for a few different options for pre-ordering. Question number 3. Are there any 1-star books or least favorite book of the year? So far, not really. The lowest I have rated a book so far is 3 stars, and that's usually when I rate a book 3 stars. It's because I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it, so it just kind of falls in the middle. Number 4, most read genre so far. That is definitely this year so far. It seems to be a tie between thriller mystery, which is my go-to genre, and horror, which I just started getting into in 2023. So it's been interesting diving into that genre because I hadn't really ever read anything from it before. Number 5, a book that surprised you. Actually, a book that I just finished last night really surprised me because about halfway through reading it, I was pretty sure that I was going to give it 3 stars, and then the last half of the book, woo buddy, Hidden Pictures. It's got the eerie elements, it's spooky, chilling, But so it's, how do I want to describe this? If you like reading things that are unpredictable but also have spooky elements thrown in along with a little bit of family drama, pick this one up. And it had illustrations throughout the book that are related to the story that definitely attributed to the creepy factor. So I ended up giving this 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. It surprised me quite a bit. Let's see, question number 6. A book that's come out in 2024 already that you want to read but haven't yet. Yes, I took a look through a list of books that have been released so far this year, and one that definitely piqued my interest when I read the synopsis was a book called Interesting Facts About Space. And this one is described on Goodreads as a fast-paced, hilarious, and ultimately hopeful novel for anyone who has ever worried they might be a terrible person. So that really intrigued me, and I'm really hoping to get my hands on a copy of that at some point this year. One goal that you are succeeding at this year. So this year I have a few different goals in mind that I set for myself, but one of them is definitely learning to, instead of suffering through a book that I'm not really enjoying, I am learning to either DNF, which I haven't fully DNF'd anything really this year, or I learned about soft DNFing, where when you're not really enjoying the book, you put it down for a while and maybe get back to it later when the time feels right, which I have done with a few books so far, but I'm really glad that I am learning to put down books and eventually find ones that I am enjoying. So I've always had a hard time with that. I've always thought, oh, I started this book, I have to just trudge right through it, and then I end up not enjoying it, and that's no fun. So let's see, question number 8. One goal you made that you need to focus on. For me, that is my 24 books that I want to read in 2024. So far, I have started 2 of them, soft DNF'd both of them, because other stuff was either, there was either other stuff I was reading that I really was enjoying more, or, you know, life. So far I have not finished any of the 2020, words. So far I have not finished any of the 24 that I want to read this year, but that's definitely something I want to focus on, because they are books that I've had on my shelf for quite a while that I really do want to get to. So number 9 is new to you booktubers, bookstagrammers, and booktalkers for 2024 that you recommend. I wrote down a few off the top of my head. I wish I could name everyone, but there are just so many that I have met through booktube and bookstagram. I don't use TikTok. On Bookstagram, I always will recommend Classic Johnny, because he has such an awesome page with lots of fun videos and information about everything from actors, actresses, models. It's a fun page that you should check out. On Booktube and Bookstagram, Elena in Wonderland, she is just such a fun and inspiring person, and I love her videos and all of her posts on Instagram, and you should definitely check her out. Also, Books with Emily Fox, big fan of hers. I have followed her booktube videos for years. Shady Side Library, lots of interesting books he talks about over there. And also Nerdy Kathy, I absolutely love her videos, and her puppy. So be sure to check all of them out. They're a lot of fun. So that is the book tag for the quarter year crisis for 2024. I hope you had fun watching this, and I will see you in my next one. Happy reading and stay spooky, lovelies.